Hi, this is BB, and a friend sent me a video yesterday. Somebody named John posted the link under one of my videos that I made, and it was showing this cat that if you guys see the if for some reason, because of this hacking and this filtering, the hackers are filtering everything that's me. Like the hackers believe like I'm like a child. Well, maybe I do have the mentality of a child to them, who knows. So they're trying to protect me from the dangers of the world. That's just me being a sarcastic bitch, but it's just saying they're trying to protect us from the dangers of the world. We're like their flock, and they must tend to their flock or their sheep. See, they want us in that sheep-like state. The Lord wants me in a sheep-like state, but the Lord wants me in a sheep-like state of meekness for His love, His power, His energy, His Holy Spirit to permeate me so I can do good in the world, so I can build it up for myself, my family, and people around me. They want a flock as well. They want us like cattle, basically. They want us, they can have a cow prod and prod us whenever they want. And they do so by means of these electronic devices and frequencies and the spritzing and the spraying. Because I get, right now I'm feeling it right in my chest, my lower, my belly, my tummy. I can feel it. It's almost like a hot, flushed feeling. Whatever it is, like a hot, flushed feeling. Like a flushed feeling. At first it used to give me gas. I used to be burping a lot. I'm not burping anymore. I'm getting a lot of constipation now. My cat has diarrhea. She can't hold her poop in anymore. It just goes. She's suffering the opposite from me. She's affecting her as well. That's one of the things I had mentioned before. Whatever they're doing is affecting insects around the area. Whenever they start it, like they have these things called cicadas. They make a lot of noise. But you can hear them running all around. It's like the humming, the vibration of these electric. I don't know if they're running on everything that is metal. Everything is almost electrified. I don't know how they're doing this, but I used to hear it, and I made a video of it because it was like running along the outside of the house. It was weird. And running, on the electrical lines and everywhere. And then the cicadas would start like crazy. And then as soon as the humming stops, the cicadas just stop. They just stop, which means whatever they're doing is affecting this wildlife, these insects. It's affecting probably birds. I mean, think about it. I'm a human being. I'm tough. I'm strong. And they're doing this to me. Of course it will. Anything that gets caught in the crossfire is going to get damaged. Anything that gets caught in the crossfire is going to get damaged. They don't care. They don't care. Anything to them outside of their immediate family is collateral damage. They don't care. This is how die-hard these people are. They're monsters. They're monsters. All they want is that almighty dollar. That's all they want. Money, dollars. But they want it in an illegal way. They want it illegally. They don't want to do anything that is right or do anything that is wholesome or do anything that even they can be proud of. Because why would they have to kill me? Why would they have to kill the people that they're doing this to? Because they can't face us. It's their guilt and their shame. So they feel, in a way, if they do away with us, like somehow their guilt and their shame dies with us because they can't face us. They don't have to anymore. So one could say, as the voice in my head is fond of saying, one could say that the moment they started doing this to us, we were marked for death. We were marked for death. We were just destined to have an end, that our demise had to be, is inevitable. For them to feel safe and for them to feel like they're protected, they have to kill us. They have to fuck with us. And when you get a little too hot to handle, they do away with us. Now, somebody said it's a brain activity. Yes, I'm sure it's a brain activity in some cases. And the people who are doing this to me, I know they did their research. And they probably came to the same conclusion. This is mostly what a lot of people are doing. But how are they monetizing it? First of all, how are they monetizing it? Yes, it's brain activity, but how are they monetizing it? Where are they getting all the money to pay these people to do this? This doesn't make sense. These people got to live. They got to eat. They got to pay rent. They got to pay bills too. Unless they're living under a bridge or in some underground facility, some bunker somewhere where they don't have any expenses or overheads. They have to pay rent. Where are they making their money from? See, this is where y'all thinking now that it's the government paying them. I don't think so. I think if the government wanted me dead, they would have facilitated that. They can do that themselves. They wouldn't hire people just like this for me to be on YouTube making a big stink about it. No, I don't think so. This is not the government with my case. It's private sector. It's people like you and me doing this. At least to me, I am 100% convinced of that because I know who the people are. And I know that there are things that are missing in my life that could potentially be worth millions of dollars. And I know somebody said it's a one-time dollar, but it's millions. So this is people kill people for money like that. Now, how do they even know that I had those or my grandfather had those? Because we didn't even know what we had, that they were so valuable. I just used to like to play with them growing up, looking at the pictures. Well, my grandma kept them intact because somehow instinct told her this would be valuable someday. She kept them. I don't even know if she would have known why she kept them, but some instinct told her they would be valuable. And obviously somebody has relieved me of the burden of being a millionaire. You know, bless their hearts. I guess they wanted to be a millionaire in a worse way than I did. And now they want to kill me on top of that. But anyway, what I wanted to say is I was thinking of how this cat, like they had the cat and his head was in like a vice, and they were seeing, there were two screens. The screen was split, and what the cat was seeing and what was really in front of the cat. So you were looking at the wall, and you were looking at the wall through the cat's eyes. And they saw the same thing. It was blurry, but you saw it. And she moved across the camera, and you saw what the cat was seeing is she moved across. Now, I don't know if this was staged or if this was legit, but how were they able to do that? Now, think about it. They had the cat's head in a vice, which means EMR, something there had to be penetrating to get behind the retinas of the cat. Very strong magnets. Now tell me, how were they able to do this to me? Unless there's something inside of me, some kind of microchip that they're tapping into, hacking into from the outside, activating from the outside. If not, then they would have to be surrounding me with bunch of magnets or a bunch of something, frequencies, obviously, 24 hours a day, placed strategically around me to get them that same effect or that same visualization of what the cat was seeing, that they were able to see it on a computer screen. They would have to have the same setup around me, not in my head in a vice. But it's almost like that, isn't it? Like I said, we are living in their Faraday cage. They have us in like Faraday cages. Faraday cages are supposed to protect us and our devices from people like them, but they are going bigger and wider. They're putting a Faraday cage around us and everything we have. That would be considered a demonic, ugly Faraday cage. Not to protect, but to destroy. In their Faraday cage, you're destroyed. So really and truly, I am in a cage. And if people are doing this, and if whether they're seeing through your eyes or not, I can't say yay or nay. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't, because I don't know what they're seeing. They're following me. They have to be close to me, first of all, because they are following me. They followed me from California. And they have people here who are helping them, and I know who the people are. But the thing is, what am I going to say? It's so abstract and indirect, and this is all that keeps them going, is the abstractness, the indirectness of what they're doing. What are you going to go call the police and say? It's just one woman. There's like 2, 3 of them. They can quickly move away with stuff, whatever, and there's nothing there. And they know this. So that gives them, that's their security blanket. That they can hide shit. And eventually, they're getting bolder and bolder. They don't care anymore if I know that they know I know. They don't really care. They're just getting as bold as shit. They don't care. This is why I said in about 5 years from now, that people will just walk up to people and slap them across the face, and there's nothing they can do. This country that I moved to here for protection because I felt safe here, it's becoming a danger zone. And it's becoming a danger zone rapidly so, from what I see. People will just walk up to people and slap them across the face, rifle through their purse, take out their card, and just walk off, and there's nothing you can do. Like a third world country, it's becoming this way. It's becoming this way. It's because of all these things called gang stalking. This has nothing to do with gangs. Gangs have been around since I don't know when. Gang stalkers are different from gangs. Gangs they're doing their own thing. They have that group mentality. They can be badasses and shit within a group. These are definitely targeting people. They're targeting people. And more is for money. They want money. They want money. They've already lost their humanity. They've already lost this rust on their soul almost. Because they don't care. Because you will look, and trust me, it's getting more and more obvious where they're getting bolder and bolder and bolder. And it's not going to stop. It's just like think of people say like positivity or ambition. It's like a snowball effect. You've heard of that term, a snowball effect? You start with one and build, put another, and then another, and then another, and then you have all this. It just takes you on a carpet ride. You start to soar. You start to achieve. You start to produce. You start to feel good about yourself. You start to be proud of yourself. That's a snowball effect. Then there's the snowball effect on the opposite side of the street. That's what they're doing. The more evil that they do, the more wrong things that they do, and the more they're able to get away with it, they have their own snowball effect as well. As the bolder they become, the more badass they become, the more savage, the more ugly, the more demeaning to others they become. They start to fuck with people on a massive scale. They're becoming bolder, that was the word I want to use. You know why? Because eventually, they don't care anymore. They feel protected. They've come this far. They've not had any legal problems. They're going to continue. It's like a person who's achieving and being successful. He's achieving, he's being successful. The more he feels success, the more he sees success, the more he knows what success is, the more success will start to just appear on his doorstep. Because this is what his intentions are. Their intentions is to hurt people and keep them down and mess with them for whatever reason, money. Opportunities will continue to present itself of this nature to them, will land on their doorstep. Because the world is never going to run out of people like me for them to fuck with. There's always going to be somebody with money somewhere that the big kahuna wants, and he just makes up some bullshit cover story to get them started, give them money or give them drugs, and there they go. And get them on board. They're like the mindless drones. They're being used like the mindless drones, and they're gonna hate me for saying that, but that's the way it is. They're gonna fucking hate me for saying that, but that's exactly the way it is. What else is it? Most of the time they don't know the real story. They don't know. They're just basically guns for hire. This is their job, basically. And then they put us in these cages. They put us in these Faraday cages. And they get entitled to the point where whenever we react, like when I verbally start saying things out loud, because I'm hoping in some little way that I can stop this. It's not working. That I can say something that will cut and scathe, that will just get to them and it will stop. It's not working. They will just stop. That they will just wake up and stop. Oh my God, what have I done here? It's not happening. I try all the time, it's not happening. But anyway, this is what it feels like to me, like we're in their Faraday cage. Faraday cages are supposed to protect us and our devices from EMF radiation. This one is to cause radiation, to keep us radiated until we die. Because what does radiation do? It starts to destroy your organs, your head, your brain. It just, it's radiation. Look at the symptoms of radiation. Radiation, over being under a huge amount of radiation. Look at the symptoms, and you'll see it. Look at the symptoms, and you'll find it. Anyway, just wanted to put that out there and, share any thoughts with me, whatever. And we're going to have to start uniting at some point. Unfortunately, I don't know where in Oklahoma. I'm sure there are other people like me out there, but I don't know where to find them. If anybody in Oklahoma is suffering from this, please reach out to me. I'll be happy. Let's talk. Let's get together. Let's see, maybe two heads are better than one, and maybe the police will listen to us then, or the law enforcement will listen to us then. So anyway, thank you.